Hello! Welcome to the second part of the Every Class Ranked series. Wow! Today we are playing Range. First I have to say I'm doing a voiceover to this video 1 month after playing it because YouTube didn't allow me to verify, so I couldn't post the first video, and because I was lazy to actually edit before because I was playing other games and series and watching series, so yeah, my bad guys. Anyway, let's get into it. First thing we're gonna do is explore the world like always and build a house, which is very important. I did one thing in this playthrough that is considered cheating, so try to guess what it is in the comments. After exploring our new world for a while and building a house, I decided to go for the fossil armor, which is very good and it's the first ranger armor. And after farming a little, I saw that there's no way I'm gonna get that armor, so I just finished exploring the world, building a elevator, and after building a small amount of elevator, I decided it was time for Skeletron with the loot we found, because if we beat the Skeletron, we get access to dungeon, which gives us bones, and we can make necro armor, which is very good armor. After gearing up with our new gold bow and a little of life crystals at the side, we are starting the Skeletron fight. The Skeletron fight was so long, but we managed to beat it and get access to the dungeon, which is super good this early on. Of course, I have to go in the dungeon right away, and I didn't do very much there. I just realized that I'm super weak for this part of the game still, and I decided to explore a little more, build a house a little more, and I decided to go to the jungle now, because in the jungle we can find the queen bee, and I want the queen bee because she gives me bow that I want to use against the wall of flesh in the all pre-hard mode actually. So the second boss in this playthrough is actually Queen Bee. I really wanted the bow, but I wasn't so lucky. There was no bow, and since I defeated the Queen Bee and the Skeletron, I decided why not beat the Eye of Cthulhu, since we really skipped it. So the fights with Queen Bee and Eye of Cthulhu were pretty simple. The only thing I had a problem with Queen Bee is that she can just fly off and I can't hit her really, and she moves constantly, so it's harder to hit her with range, but I have arrows, it's okay. We managed to beat them pretty easily. Eye of Cthulhu is really not that hard of a boss, so naturally the next thing I do is try the Queen Bee again, because I really want that bow. Yeah, chocolate cookie, my bad guys, sorry. Yeah, I really want that bow. And I beat the boss 2 times. Now, no, actually, this is the second time, and then there was a third time, so it's 3 times. And there's no bow. I'm just stuck with the gold one, I guess. After entering the hell, I realized I skipped the Brain of Cthulhu, which is super important boss that gives me a new pickaxe, so I rushed to beat the boss. The boss was pretty simple. I mean, the Brain of Cthulhu is really the easier boss out of Corruption and Crimson, you know. Yeah, we all know that. And yeah, I was so lucky the Goblin army spawned, and that gives us access to Goblin Tinkerer, which is super nice. Good thing the Queen Bee gave us is a lot of bee nades, which is super good because they really literally melt the wall of flesh. And with that we have necro armor, a lot of bee nades, and molten fury bow, which really helped us with this boss fight. This was the easiest boss fight so far, I would say. Woohoo! Now we entered the hard mode, and that let us do our favorite thing in the game, farming ores for hours, which is super fun. Now the idea is to get a titanium armor and try to beat the boss. I got Slime Rain here. I demolished the Slime King. You probably didn't even see that. And yeah, we still go to farm the ores and get ready for the mechanical bosses. And I know that actually I don't use the titanium armor on range, but I'm not gonna farm the other armor, okay? Like, I was so lazy, I didn't want to farm a few fossils to make the fossil armor. Do you really think I'm gonna sit there and farm for the frost armor? Hell nah. So with our new titanium armor, I've finished up gathering Soul of Lights and Soul of Nights, and I can finally start the boss I hate the most in this game, and that's Skeletron Prime. Skeletron Prime literally destroyed me, and I decided that this was not gonna be fun. But then I remembered I can actually kill a mimic, get the new bow that destroys the destroyer, haha, and I can finally move on. With Destroyer I can make a new gun that actually kills Skeletron Prime a little easier, and that's what I did. So the Stormbow really helped with the Destroyer. After finishing the Destroyer pretty easily, we get access to Mega Shark, and after farming the Mega Shark we finish the other two mechanical bosses, and the fights were pretty simple because Mega Shark is really good weapon. Okay, so the second mechanical boss is Skeletron Prime. Of course, me and Skeletron Prime cannot be happy. And at the start of the fight, I was so happy it was going well, and then he just decided to despawn, I guess, and that's pretty cool. And because of that, I have to farm his summon again, and it's so fun. Guys, I cannot tell you enough how fun this is to farm his summon. Oh my goodness. Anyway, the second fight was pretty much the same as the first. He just didn't despawn, and I managed to beat him pretty easily. So after the fight with the Skeletron Prime, the next thing to do is to actually wait for the next night to fight the twins. But the thing is, I was so unlucky that solar eclipse happened, and I just sit in this little corner until the dark. Yeah, there's night, there's twins, we fight the twins. With Mega Shark it's pretty simple, you just spam, that's all. It's the twins. I think the twins are the easiest mechanical bosses. I don't know what you think, but I think they are. So with the mechanical bosses gone, it is jungle time. And now I can make a new armor, hollowed armor, and I went to find the Plantera. And after I found the Plantera, I just built the arena for her, and there was a fight, I guess. Yeah, nothing special really. I'm just going in circles, around and around and around and around and around. And Plantera is gone. Okay, so the first thing after the Plantera is to farm the Chlorophyte armor and generally farm the Chlorophyte. But I had to kill the Skeletron Prime again to build a pickaxe. The problem wasn't the pickaxe, the problem was I couldn't find the jungle temple. And I'm not even joking, you are right now watching like a million times speed. It took me 3 hours just to find the jungle temple. I was just looking for jungle temple and it took me 3 hours for this stupid thing. It's crazy. I was so close to actually like freak out. That's insane. So after a while I finally found the jungle temple, and I was so mad I didn't even want to go in, so I decided to farm for the new armor set, which is Shroomite armor, and I'm going to be using this armor to the end of the game. Yeah, this is the final armor I'm gonna be using. I think it's the best armor, so yep. With weapons, I really used anything I have, really. I didn't want to farm anything because I'm lazy. And now we are in the jungle temple. Jungle temple, we have to clear the jungle temple. It's so long process, but it doesn't matter. It's really not that hard. I cleared the jungle temple, went to the golem room. I fought the golem. Golem was pretty simple, especially with range, because you can do whatever you want, really. I have the grenades and Mega Shark, so he went down pretty easily. After the golem, it was time for the lunatic cultist. So the new dungeon and the lunatic cultist are the worst combination ever. Like, because when I fight him, he can just teleport in the wall and he's just untouchable. And because he is untouchable, he can spawn the dragon and it's game over. It's just game over. I had to fight him 3 times and then I decided to give up and build the arena outside of the dungeon so I can fight him. Yeah, of course, solar eclipse happened again. And I hate that event so much. I hate him so much. I hate it. 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 Okay, anyways, the 4th or the 5th time I fought the lunatic. I don't even know how much times I fought him. I was fighting him outside of the dungeon, and that was a pretty good idea because he can't really spawn in the walls now. Haha. And I finally managed to beat him, and of course after beating him his dragon is still here. No one likes you. He kills me, of course. I have to go back to get the statue and it's so annoying. Anyway, we have the pillars now. The pillars are pretty simple actually. I was having a pretty easy time with the pillars. I expected them to be a lot harder, but they're pretty simple. And with the pillars I managed to craft 2 new weapons, of course from the pillars. And it's finally time for the Moonlord fight. The thing is, I decided to recycle the asphalt from the melee playthrough, and I will be doing that in every playthrough because I'm not gonna farm like 3 million slimes again just to make asphalt, sorry. Yeah, Muller destroyed me, so I have to do everything again. Okay, so I'm really gonna skip this part because I fought the Muller like 5 or 6 times more and he killed me every time because there was no way I can beat him with what I have right now. And yeah, I decided to farm a little because I saw there's no way I can beat him. Okay, so after actually gearing up and extending a platform a little, I decided it was time to fight the Moonlord. I popped out the potions, I was ready. I mostly used bow here because I like the bow more, I guess. The fight was not that hard actually. I expected it to be a lot harder since he killed me like 5 or 6 times before, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, we managed to beat the Terraria with the range class. That's amazing. Oh yeah, this right here is the build I used to finish the ranger class. Okay, before the video ends, I have to say thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. And please give me the video ideas in the comments. I will actually consider them and do them if I am able to do them, really. That is all. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye bye.